Welcome to humanity. This is our one.
Whatever it takes, we got to stop. Whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Yo, hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight Net Radio.
Lee Harvey Oswald, what's your name? I know how am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. You're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Nia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
Hey, I'm the king of the world! Hold it, you're not that crazy. I'm a bad man! I took up the world!
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio, where I'm on the third take. Andrew Labouche, Lee Hanish. Andrew's coming to you from Oakland, California. I'm in the middle of Las Vegas, rolling solo, covering fights, taking names, digging holes, burying souls. We are here on site. Biggest fight weekend, literally, in my humble opinion, since, the last big fight at this scale. How about Tyson Holyfield?
Well, I'm going to go with Hatton Mayweather. That was that weekend, that fight, there was a lot of British fans that flew over. It was like 27,000 people came over here across the pond thinking that Hatton was going to beat Floyd Mayweather. 20 million put on him in the MGM Grand alone was bet on Ricky Hatton. So I'm going to go with Hatton Mayweather. I think it's the last huge fight Las Vegas has actually had that this should be the same.
I mean, literally my answer should be Pacquiao Mayweather, but the reality is it never lived up to the hype.
No, it didn't.
We were here for that weekend.
They waited too long.
There were a lot of people.
Long.
Yeah, so we're here on site tonight, downtown Las Vegas. You won't be hearing this in time, but tonight in downtown, apparently I'll be buying lots of drinks for the 4 Fight Net Radio fans who show up in attendance. And then Saturday night, there's an amateur MMA thing for charity being put on by Randy Couture's Extreme Couture. So if you're listening to this in the Vegas area, $10, go support it. Tough enough. Extreme Couture. And then, of course, Saturday night, probably 9 o'clock would be my guess, wouldn't you? Based on that stupid fight card.
Yeah, pay-per-view likes 8:30, 9 o'clock starts.
8:30, 9 o'clock, right? So here's my dilemma, Andrew. There are 2 concerts in town, 1 MMA event in town, and Kovalev Ward.
What the hell do you mean your dilemma? There is no dilemma on this weekend, Lee.
There's no dilemma? I'm going to see Kovalev Ward at 8:30?
Yes, I'm hoping that you go and watch that fight. You're in Las Vegas. You cover the sport of boxing. And that's the Super Bowl.
No, I have an itinerary. Okay, so I ran to downtown already this evening, said hi to the promoters of the MMA event. Then I ran to my car to try to hook up with you and discovered that internet sucks balls in downtown Las Vegas, and then drove to the closest Denny's. Important note to anybody listening, Denny's has way better Wi-Fi than McDonald's or even Starbucks. My humble opinion. Doing this recording of you, that's 30, 40 minutes. Then I'm going to drive back to downtown, get down there, maybe enough time to go to a real dinner, but I doubt it. That starts at 9 o'clock West Coast time, and that'll go for, 3 hours, plus or minus? I'll be lucky to get out of there by 11 or 12. Take my tranquilizers, go to sleep, get up, and then I have to occupy my time and not spend money tomorrow, right? Because if I do, you know me, Andrew, I will spend $10,000 sitting around on a Saturday waiting to go to a fight.
Yes.
This is actual. For those of you who know anything about me, that is very actual. So, I'm on good behavior. I'm not going to go make it rain at any clubs. I'm not going to go to a beach club and give up my sobriety after 23 years. And not to mention it's like 60 degrees. But I will tell you this, downtown Las Vegas, the D Hotel, I've already seen it. They put up a big giant tent in that parking lot. So now they have indoor event space right behind the D Hotel. It is sweet. It is super sweet. I'm looking forward to watching the fight. And the MMA event for an hour, and then Kovalev Ward. And my challenge, can I just walk up to Kovalev Ward and spend $50 cash and get a real ticket?
Well, have you been around the MGM? What is it looking like out there?
I'm telling you, I drove up. It was typical Friday traffic to Vegas. I've been on the Strip. There is nothing special going on in Vegas. I'm telling you, I don't see anything that makes tonight feel special to me.
Okay.
We'll see tomorrow. I mean, I'll nose around town. But I'm telling you, I can get golf times at pretty much all the nicest golf courses that I like to play at. I might go see a movie tomorrow.
I know Andre Ward's getting some fans out there. I'm not seeing Sergey Kovalev being tagged too much by any of his fans.
Imagine hot Croatian broads at the fight. Sorry, but hot European women. It's like those little English women with their little pink chubby cheeks. Tell me you couldn't, when we were at the Hatton fight, tell me you couldn't identify women that were from England easily.
Yeah, of course.
They look different.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. So that takes us to, has anything changed in regard to this fight? So I read the ESPN article, and I know it's the night before. I've looked at everything. Not much has changed. It's plus 115 to plus 125, depending on where you bet it in town. I'm ready to make my bombshell announcement. I'm saying Kovalev by KO or TKO. He's stopping Andre Ward. You know why?
Why, Lee?
Joe Cortez, who knows shit about boxing apparently, has picked Kovalev by TKO. And as you recall,
we're going with Cortez.
By the way, Cortez is the only asshole, and I say that lovingly because I like Joe Cortez. Cortez was the only asshole who thought Jesse Vargas was going to win too.
Right. Look it.
Now, by the way, everybody else with ESPN or Skybox or K2 or Main Events or anybody with a pulse on the internet is picking Andre Ward by split decision or decision.
I like that bet. I like that bet. I think Andre has enough. We know he has enough skill. If this fight let's
break it down correctly. Does Andre have enough stroke? Does Main Events have enough stroke? Does Rock Nation? Who has the stroke in this fight?
No, I don't think anyone does. I think this is a winner-takes-all kind of match, Lee. There's really not a market anywhere. Like I said, on social media right now, you're not seeing a big push of Sergey Kovalev fans.
But does Jay-Z come into play with T-Mobile and Access? What if Jay-Z says, I'm not playing this fucking arena if my man doesn't win the fight?
Nah, I don't know if Jay-Z has that kind of pull. Does he do record numbers out there, Lee?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, well, I mean,
so does Kanye.
I don't think it comes down. I don't think it comes down to Jay-Z though.
I'm calling it the Jay-Z factor.
This is HBO has more to do with who would win the fight than it would be Rock Nation.
What does HBO want? And both of these are HBO fighters.
Both of them are HBO fighters, and it's who can they build a bigger market around. And when you look at it, I'm gonna tell you, it is Andre Ward, Lee. It's absolutely he has the greatest story in the sport, probably of all sports, when it's really broken down. And I believe truly, Lee, that's why Floyd Mayweather is out there right now in the media's ear trying to downplay this fight. He came out earlier this week saying that he believes HBO is setting up Andre Ward for a loss. In reality, I think Floyd Mayweather is very, very nervous about Andre winning this Sergey fight. It damn near erases everything Floyd's ever said about himself. That TBE hat that you're sporting, that goes away on Sunday if Andre wins this fight. Floyd knows that. He's out there, and Andre and Ward he responded to Floyd Mayweather's doing that. And Andre basically said, Floyd could have called me and talked to me personally if he thought the business was trying to ruin him. Why would you come to the media and say that? And there's truth behind that. And I think the truth is he's nervous. You're not the best ever if Andre Ward wins on Saturday night. I'm sorry, Andre's record is going to speak for itself. Everything, all the way from the amateurs. You know, what's funny, HBO, another thing HBO hasn't dropped on us is the list of opponents that Andre Ward faced ever since 1998. You're talking, Lee, a lot of times in the sport, you hear, I think it was Angel Garcia is trying to do it right now with Terrence Crawford. He's been coming out this week saying, oh, my son whooped Terrence Crawford in the amateurs, we'll do it again. And throughout this whole social media era, you see a lot of more fighters talking about their time as amateurs and who they went up against. Andre Ward has none of these stories. He's been undefeated. Matter of fact, he's going to be the one that has a list of fighters probably that he beat leading up to the Olympics and in the Olympics. They're going to bring all that out. They're going to bring up the Super 8 tournament, how much of an underdog he was. Floyd sees all of this coming. I personally think he's old news on Sunday when Andre Ward defeats Sergey Kovalev. And
he still has to win.
That's what makes him great. That's what makes Andre's whole career great, because we've always doubted him.
Here's my perspective. Joe Cortez aside, which might be the kiss of death. If I'm Kovalev, I want this really bad. Like, I want this more than life itself. Like, I want to prove that it wasn't a fluke. The Bernard Hopkins thing is already worn off. Everybody's already doing the Bernard got old that night in the ring. It was a fluke. Yeah, I don't think so. I think Crusher Kovalev is legit, and I think he is.
He is.
And
no, I'm not arguing. Yeah, I'm not going to argue someone who's going to tell me that Sergey's going to win this fight. I told you, this fight is 50-50, Lee. They both have reasons why they could win it.
I think, strangely, while you say that, and I'm thinking to myself in my mind, not going the full 12 rounds either way is a completely reasonable and legitimate thing for either fighter. They both have the ability to stop the other.
On Andre's side, Sergey could walk into a punch. Yes, you could have something like that happen. On Sergey's side, that's really the only way I see him winning this fight, is because I don't see him really, unless he.
No, he's a power puncher. I agree.
Yeah, he's gonna end this for the long run. He's gonna try to break Ward down, get him soft up for the last 3 or 4 rounds, and then go at it hard. Andre needs to beat that. And I think that's going to be their game plan. You already see a little bit of criticism coming out already about Ward is going to run this whole fight. I don't know if I'm hoping he doesn't run. I hope he boxes, and there is a difference. So very early, Ward needs to be active. Ward needs to use his angles, needs to use his ring smart, and I see him winning by decision, Lee. I'm sorry. I think his jab, and one thing Ward's going to have to do that we haven't seen,
Jay-Z got to you, didn't he?
Nah, Jay-Z didn't get to me.
Jay-Z got to you.
I would never go against someone who
Admit to it now.
It's
the hard knock life for you. Jay-Z got to you.
Andre Ward doesn't even have a close fight. Can you imagine that? Think about this. The guy came out of the amateurs as the gold medal winner. He's fought nothing but champions. Got put in one of the hardest tournaments.
Like Bernard Hopkins.
He got put in one of the hardest tournaments ever. Right after the tournament, he gets put in the ring with the light heavyweight champ, Chad Dawson, who was like 32-1 when he fought him. Andre Ward's something else. He really is. I'm not going to bet against him. Him and Virgil Hunter, they know how to stop the advantages of their opponents, their you know, what they bring, what they bring to the ring, what their best tool is. Ward knows how to defeat that. Good inside fighter. That's going to be another thing that